What is up, everyone? It's BlazerKid67 here. Welcome back to some more Danganronpa. Let's just jump back into the episode. We're not even worried about it. Let's go. Alright, we're jumping into a non-stop debate. Automatically, right off the top. It's got to be the Monokuma File 4 as our evidence, right? Wasn't the blow to the back of her head? Then what did kill her? There's no other possibilities. But it says externally. I don't know. I don't think this is right. That's the only thing that we can see externally. What about internally? The Monokuma file says that Ugami had vomited blood. Could that possibly have something to do with how she died? There's even traces of it left on her corpse. She could have just bit her cheek or tongue when she was hit on the head. If she had just bitten herself, that Monokuma file surely wouldn't have said she had vomited blood. Furthermore, there weren't any cuts or bite wounds inside her mouth. You investigated that closely? Damn, girl, you must love you some dead bodies. It's not the dead bodies I'm interested in, just solving mysteries. But dude, if she didn't bite the inside of her mouth, then what made her puke blood? It would have to be something that occurred internally. Chances are, Sakura Ogami was murdered by poisoning. She was poisoned? Precisely. And don't waste your time questioning it after all. I'm the one who reached that conclusion. I'm not going to say that. She was poisoned. That's stupid. Don't believe it? Then allow me to explain just how the culprit got Ogami to take the poison. You think you could explain it? Damn right I do. Let's get started. Silence, all of you. Listen quietly. My white knight speaks. You're the loudest of everyone, man. The key to this mystery lay in the chemistry lab on the 4th floor. Oh, not the rec room. That means I could have found it too. Kind of fool who throws up the white flag at beginning. Evicted from the scene could never do any such thing. Well, you're wrong. Well, you're not wrong. There's a large cabinet in the chemistry lab in which a plethora of chemicals and reagents are stored. I found this there. Is that poison? It's not a particularly potent poison, but if you ingest enough, you'll die well enough. But the properties of the poison are irrelevant. What matters is where I found this container. Where was it? The chem lab cabinet is divided into 3 sections labeled A, B, and C, respectively. Cabinet A contains nutrients, Cabinet B is reagents, and Cabinet C poisons and other hazardous chemicals. Then you found that poison in Cabinet C, right? Oh, did I now? I think I know where Togami found that poison. As I recall, I found that bottle in the same cabinet as the nutrients and stuff, which means it was in Cabinet A. That bottle of poison was inside Cabinet A, wasn't it? Oh, I thought Cabinet A was supposed to be for nutrients and stuff like that. Curious, isn't it? Why would a bottle of poison have found its way into Cabinet A with the nutrients? Why indeed, dude? Because this is a byproduct of the culprit switching things around. What do you mean? This is what I mean. I couldn't believe my eyes. Togami had brought the bottle of poison to his lips. What? My white knight. We could do nothing but stand there and watch the unexpected series of events unfold before our eyes. But the man at the center of it all just pressed forward, his usual calm demeanor unbroken. Disgusting. Dios effing mio! My white knight's in trouble. You need some water quick. Just drinking the powder's gonna be hell on your throat. Dumbass, we need to make him barf up the poison first. That taste doesn't make me want to vomit. High quality my ass. Huh? What you talking about, dude? Protein, what else? Protein? What? Togami, could I see the bottle, please? Certainly, by all means. Kirige took the bottle from Togami and scooped up a bit of the powder out with her finger, and put it in her mouth. This is protein. Huh? Indeed, there wasn't poison in that bottle, but protein powder. Conversely, where did the poison that should have been in that bottle end up? There's protein powder in the poison bottle. So flipping things around, what container was the poison was in? It was in the protein that she took. Remember? Because the protein bottle was in there? Yep, and it even says, okay, we need an R. We need an O. We need an O, guys. We need an O. Where's the O at? Where's the O? We need an O. Come on. Oh, there it is. We need a T now. A T. Can we get a T? There's a T. We need an E. Give me an E. Oh, crap. E. We need an I. An I. And we got protein. I messed up because some of the dang things were behind other things and I've shot them. You still got an A. Could the poison have been put into a protein container? Since there was protein powder in the poison bottle, isn't it possible the opposite is also true? Exactly, the protein container and poison bottle had their respective contents swapped. The protein powder was placed in the poison bottle and the poison into the protein container. With that in mind, it shouldn't be hard to see how the culprit got Ogami to ingest the poison. For real? By giving Ogami a certain something found at the scene of the crime, they got her to take the poison. Something at the crime scene. The protein container, right? Woo! We're getting this! It's the thing the culprit gave Ogami, a protein container? Not just any protein container, one with poison inside. Huh? That's how they just got her to ingest the poison, and that's her real cause of death. Oh yeah, dude, Ogre did like to talk. How about how protein could cure anything? So after she took those blows to the head, she decided to take some protein to help her get better. But the container she was given had poison in it, not protein. I know exactly who it was who performed the swap. Seriously, who did it, dude? There was clear evidence as to who did it left in the chemistry lab. He's talking about the footprints, right? Where's the footprints at? Footprints. We need the footprints. Bam! Present the ammo. Whoop, 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 whoop. We got this. The footprints left in front of the chem lab's cabinets. That's the evidence you're saying points to the person who switched the poison to protein, isn't it? When I visited the chemistry lab this morning, there was no such footprints there. Which means they were left around the time of the murder and are therefore connected to this case. Furthermore, the footprints were in front of cabinet A where the protein-filled poison bottle was found. In all likelihood, the culprit accidentally left them when performing the exchange at cabinet A. And with footprints as clear as those, it's a simple task to determine whose they are. I'm going to check everyone's shoes right here, right now. That will tell us exactly. Ooh. They're mine. Those footprints, they're mine. Asahina? What the hell? You're gonna figure it out anyway. So I'm better off just telling you myself. Then the one who killed Ogre was... Yes, I did it. I killed Sakura. I suspected as much. What the heck? Wait a second! That doesn't make sense! No! No matter how you look at it, those footprints were made with tennis shoes. And the only people here who wear tennis shoes are me and Asahina, right? And he looked at my foot. Asahina and I are the only ones that get it, so that's why you... And chances are those footprints belong to you, don't they, Nagi? No, they don't. You give me your shoes and let me compare foot size. If the footprints weren't yours, then the only other possibility was Hina. And while we're on the subject, since the class trial began, Asahina's been acting rather unusual. She's been pushing unusually hard to get us to cast our ballots. She wanted us to rush our decision so the blame for her crime would fall on someone else. Damn. I can't believe that. What's so unbelievable about it? I mean, Asahina and Ogami were good friends. Which is exactly what gave her this chance. Ogami wouldn't even bat an eye at protein given to her by her good friend Asahina. Asahina exploited their so-called friendship. She used it to deceive the victim, Ogami, and continued using it to try to deceive us as well. That was one hell of a dirty trick you pulled, Asahina. Wow. I'm done, guys. Is it true, Asahina? Did you really kill Ogami, and if so, why? Why would you do that? When I found Sakura in the restroom, her head all hurt and bloody, she asked me to bring her some protein. But then I was in the chem lab going to get it for her, and the idea just popped into my head. I could kill her now, you thought, didn't you? So you swapped the two bottles its contents and gave her the protein container with the poison in it. When I did, Sakura, she drank it all in one big gulp. And then she... Hold on. I can't accept that. God, don't tell me you brought into this whole you couldn't kill her friend nonsense too. Have you still not gotten it through your thick skulls? This game does not operate on your ideals. Naive dogmas like friendship hold no ground here. This is a game of wits, of securing the spot atop the hill. There's not one person who would sacrifice himself for another. In the end, every man thinks only above himself. Just as that woman sacrificed Ugami for her own sake. Be that as it may, I still can't accept it. You're still holding out? Don't get me wrong, I'm not being sentimental here. I simply can't accept that when certain questions have been left unanswered. You mean the sealed room? Asina, if you truly are the culprit, then tell me this. How did you construct that sealed room? Well, who cares about that? Just because I'm the killer doesn't mean I have to come clean about everything. I'm not saying that, but I'm curious as to the reason you can't tell us. Don't tell me. You're trying to say Asina isn't the murderer? And if I am... Preposterous. Knowing she swapped the protein and poison, there's no room left for doubt. Can you really be so sure about that? Even ignoring the fact that I don't want to believe it, it still strikes me as a little bit odd. What's odd about it? I mean, like, why wouldn't she do anything about such obvious footprints? It's kind of, how should I say it, a little too obvious? I agree, it's almost as though she's asking us to suspect her. Well, I was so nervous I didn't realize I had left footprints. You didn't realize? Yeah, it's the truth. What more do you want from me? Hey Asahina, would you mind going into a little bit more detail? When you switched the protein with the poison? Well, why? It's not necessary. Asahina, I'm asking you to. Fine. Do whatever you want. It's already obvious she's the culprit. There are no other suspects. Nobody other than her could have done it. Please begin, Asahina. Start from when you went to the chem lab, if you would. First I went to cabinet C and got the poison from there. That's when you spilled the powder in front of the cabinets. Yeah, I grabbed one of the poison bottles from the cabinet and it slipped and fell. Got it. Continue. Next, I went to cabinet A and got the protein, and that's where I swapped the two. After I swapped them, I took the poison-filled protein container with me and left the chem lab. But I had accidentally left the protein-filled poison bottle in cabinet A, and because of that, you figured it all out. There, that's everything. That doesn't make sense. Yes, Hannah, based on what you just told us, after taking the poison from cabinet C, you went straight to cabinet A to get the protein, didn't you? In other words, you're saying you walked directly from cabinet C to cabinet A, aren't you? Yeah, I am. But in that case, it doesn't add up. Asahina, would you please repeat what you just told us? What's up, Mackie? You're pretty pushy today, ain't you? God damn, how long do you plan on dragging this out? Listening to it again isn't going to change anything. How long? That's obvious. Until I've reached the truth. We're reaching out to the truth, baby. That's what we do. I don't know which one we're going to be using. Maybe the footprints one? Footprints? Because the footprints are... I grabbed the bottle from the cabinet and slipped and fell. The footprints don't add up to the story. The cabinet C to A. Yeah, this one. Objection! Alright, so we got that. That's a perfect. Another 100. We got an A. We're doing good, guys. We're doing good. I've seen you first went to cabinet C to get the poison. That's where you spilled the powder, yes? Yeah, so? And then you said after that you walked from cabinet C straight to cabinet A to get the protein. But the footprints left in the chem lab didn't go from cabinet C to cabinet A. That contradicts what you just told us, doesn't it? Huh? Couldn't she have taken the long way around to hide her actual movements? Nope, that's out of the question too. I mean, Asahina just told us. Yeah, I'm not gonna read that part. Ah! Oi, what's the meaning of this, Asahina? Oh, well, you're lying to us, Asahina. Based solely on the footprints you left, this is what it looks like you did in the chemistry lab. You arrived after the powder had been spilled and went straight to cabinet A. In other words, it appears as though whatever you did involved you going to cabinet C. I don't get it. What the hell? What's going on? Furthermore, the footprints aren't the only part of your story you didn't manage to keep straight. What? Before I get into that, I'd like to present a new piece of evidence. New evidence? Preposterous. That couldn't possibly be anything else. Oh, but you're the one who gave it to me. I did? The evidence was hidden inside the poison bottle you gave me earlier. To overlook something so significant, you made a near fatal mistake there, Togami. Uh-oh, proving Togami wrong. Spit it out. What was in the bottle? Here's what I found. Huh? A shard of glass. It's hidden at the bottom of the bottle. When you drank the powder, Togami, the shard of glass rose to the top, allowing me to find it. Thanks to you, I've solved this mystery. You have my gratitude. But what is that shard from? Oh, so you haven't figured it out yet? In that case. Nagi, you tell him from me, would you? Huh? Me? Go on, Nagi, say it. Where did you get that shard from? Shard of light blue glass inside the poison bottle. Oh, the rec room window. That's a piece of the rec room's window, isn't it? The window. I recall noticing the rec room's door's window had light blue glass when I broke it earlier. That has to be it. Yes, that's exactly right, and that's exactly why it doesn't make any sense. Why would there be a shard of glass from the rec room's window inside this poison bottle? I'm not seeing the problem. There is a problem, though. According to the testimony Asina just gave us, based on what Asina told us, when I broke the rec room's window, the poison bottle would have been in cabinet A, right? So that the poison bottle inside cabinet A in the chem lab. That's what you said, isn't it? And yet despite that, the fact that a shard of glass from the rec room window was found inside it means Hina's been lying. That poison bottle was actually in the rec room. At the very least, it was there until the point where the glass was broken, until the room was unsealed. And if it wasn't, there's no explanation as to why there was a glass from the window inside the bottle. And then after the seal on the room was broken, it was returned to the chem lab. Similarly, the protein container we found in the rec room was, more than likely, brought there after the room was unsealed after Ogami had died. Slow down, you're moving too quickly. I will concede. The poison bottle was likely in the rec room when it was sealed. But you can't be so sure that protein container was brought there after the seal was broken. And then there's the fact that Ogami took the poison because it was given to her in the protein container. If the protein container wasn't even there, why did she even take the poison? I'll need to go over that as well, yes. But before I do, there's something I confirm with everyone first. And that'd be, that's to do with that protein container. After we discovered Ogami's corpse, did anyone bump into or kick the container at any point? What is this, some kind of leading question? Never mind that, just answer me. Can't say I recall doing any such thing. I didn't kick it. Me either. See above. I didn't kick it either. I see, that's all I needed to know. I was right. The protein container was brought into the rec room after the room was unsealed. Enough with the games. How can you be so certain? How can you declare something I don't understand as a fact? You can't get certain about it. There must be some evidence supporting her. Something that proves the protein container was brought to the rec room after the seal was broken. And we're gonna have a non-stop debate about it, I guess. Empty protein container. That's probably what's gonna be the ammo. Oh yeah, it's already here. Okay, it's not that one. Before the seal was broken. Yeah, after the room was unsealed? No, that's not possible. It was always in the rec room? That's not true. It was this one, I think. Yeah, it has to be. It's the only one that makes sense. Wow. You know how there were glass shards scattered around the protein container at the scene? The glass from the window you broke, yes. What about it? The broken glass wasn't just scattered around the container, but under it as well. What? The fact that there was glass under the container means it has to have been placed there after the window was broken, which makes it after the room was unsealed. So that's what that was all about. That's why Kirigiri asked if anyone had bumped into the container. It could easily have ended up on top of the glass just because someone accidentally kicked it. I get it, so you were eliminating that possibility ahead of time. As a result, there's no room left for doubt, is there? Only the bottle of poison was in the rec room when it was sealed. The protein container was not there. But the two of them were switched after the seal was broken, and we ended up with the protein container in the rec room and the poison bottle in the chemistry lab. If that's the case, then why did Ogami take the poison? Are you saying she didn't take it because Asahina gave her the protein container with poison inside? No, that's not the case. She must have taken the poison straight from the poison bottle. Given that only the poison bottle was in the room where it was sealed, that's the only possible explanation. Then you're saying she ingested it fully aware that it was poison. That's preposterous. And it's the truth! Because that's what we're reaching out to. Explain yourself. No, please explain it to me. First of all, there's something we all need to be clear about. Who took the poison bottle from the chemistry lab and brought it to the rec room? Hina went in and got it, and she gave it to Ogre, right? What do you think, Nagi? Someone to the chem lab got the poison and brought it back to the rec room. And that was Sakura, right? It had to be her. Had to be whoever was in the rec room. I think Ogami herself did it. Oh, you're saying the victim Ogre went and got the poison herself? What are you talking about? She would never. No, she must certainly went to the chemistry lab and to cabinet C where the poison was at that. Liar, you're lying. Why would you lie about something like that? She wasn't lying. Kirigiri provided me with the evidence that shows Ogami did pay a visit to cabinet C. I just have to show that to Asahina and get it through her head, then she won't be able to deny it. We're not gonna have a machine. Oh, yep, we're gonna have one. Hate these. I really don't like these things. Because when it goes negative, it gets too hard. Oh, that 81 combo, y'all saw that? Got you, girl. Got you, girl. Her shoe. Alright, that's it. That is it. 100. Give me that A. Asahina, were you aware that there was some yellow powder found on top of Ogami's shoe? Her shoe? This right here, as I recall, the spilled powder in the chem lab. Was yellow too, was it not? So it's not unreasonable to infer that the powder on her foot is the same powder spilled in the chem lab. Ah! But why would there be powder from the chem lab on her foot? On top of her foot too? Couldn't that be because she was there in the lab when the powder was spilled? What I'm saying is, I believe it was Ogami herself who spilled the powder by cabinet C. When she dropped the bottle, the powder spilled away from her, so she was able to avoid the majority of it. But some of the powder must have gotten kicked up and stuck on her shoe. It adds up, doesn't it? Which begs the question, why did Ogami go to cabinet C? The only reasonable answer being she was there for the poison after all. What else is in the cabinet? No, you're wrong. It was me. I brought her from the poison because I'm the one who killed her. No, you didn't kill her. The culprit, the murderer, taking into consideration both the truth behind the poison and the still unsolved sealed room, there's only one person it could be. Let's go! In the next episode, we are going to solve this mystery, guys. We are going to accuse the person that did this today, right now, in the next episode. Ha! So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you did like the video. Deuces, guys.